Good evening, friends. Welcome to Midwest Monster Search. James here again. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We have a special, very special show for you today. What we're doing is we're going to what people say is the single most haunted stretch of road in America. Yes, I'm talking about Archer Avenue on the south side of Chicago. Archer Avenue harbors many ghostly stories, including the famous Resurrection Mary. Resurrection Mary is about the young girl who was partying all night at the Willowbrook dance hall with her boyfriend, got into a big argument, was hitchhiking home, got hit by a car, and to this day people talk about how she's waiting for a ride at the side of the road to take her back to the ballroom, but she's in front of Resurrection Cemetery in the town of Justice. We're going to explore that. We're going to explore the very famous Monk's Castle, which is again on Archer Avenue in Western Springs. Western Springs. That is a cemetery with a Catholic church made out of stone. It's known as Monk's Castle. And allegedly there are ghosts of monks who can patrol it at night, and they're singing hymns in Latin. And plus also another tale of a girl in white who dances by the side of the road, which could be related to Resurrection Mary. So we got a special show, plus also a couple other haunted spots along Archer Avenue, including Devil's Woods. So come join us for our trip down Archer Avenue. Got some cool stuff to show you. Thanks for tuning in. And let's go. Alright, here we go. We're going to be heading up on Archer Avenue. Again, regarded to many as one of the most, if not the most haunted stretch of road in the United States. It's going to be coming up right here. Here's the river. And the first stop we're going to be making on Archer Avenue is going to be St. James Cemetery, where it holds Monk's Castle. Monk's Castle is an old church, and people say that there are ghostly apparitions of monks who guard the castle at night, and also are known to sing in Latin. But again, very haunted area. Also, there's known to have a girl dressed in white who dances near the cemetery, or near the cemetery. As you can see, here's the cemetery entrance, and we're going to be pulling in a second. Again, this is now the first stop on Haunted Archer Avenue, which is St. James Cemetery, home of Monk's Castle. We're going to be pulling in right now, and we'll take a look inside the cemetery. There it is. And there's the old church, which is known as Monk's Castle. I'm going to park, and we'll take a walk inside the cemetery. Sounds like they're actually conducting mass right now inside the church. Here's the haunted cemetery. I'm going to show you some of these old graves coming up. They say that a ghostly apparition of a girl in white dances at the front of the cemetery. I wonder if it's got any kind of relation to Resurrection Mary, which will be heading down Archer Avenue shortly. I'll show you that. The story behind that is a young girl was hit by a car many years ago, and she was at the Willowbrook Ballroom coming back from a party, and to this day she looks for a ride, taking her back to the ballroom, and she disappears in the car. We'll get to that in a minute. I wonder if there's any kind of relation, because it's all here on Archer Avenue. But I'll show you the Willowbrook Ballroom plus the Resurrection Cemetery as well, where she is known to stand by the road looking for a ride. This is a really old cemetery. The dates on here, look at this, like 1860. A lot of them from the 1800s and actually 1700s. I mean, these graves are old. This is obviously the older section of it. Wow, 1892. Died 90 years old. 1886. These are really something. Look at how old these graves are. We'll head up to the church in a minute. Like I said, I think they're conducting mass right now. It sounds like it. But people have said, again, that they've been known to see monks, ghosts of monks, guarding this church at night, singing in Latin. Whoa. I'll get another shot of the church. There it is, Monk's Castle. St. James Cemetery. Archer Avenue, Willowbrook, Illinois.
Are they full of sorrow? They shall be consoled. Rejoice and be glad. Blessed are you.
Blessed are you, Lord God of all creation. For through your goodness we have this bread we offer you, which earth has given us, and even that this day it will become the bread of life.
The kingdom of God. Blessed are they, the lowly ones, they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they.
Okay, leaving Monk's Castle. This is Haunted Archer Avenue. I'm going to take you down a little quick trip down Archer Avenue and show you just kind of what a creepy road this really is. Again, if you research this, you'll see that it's a hot spot for paranormal activity and regarded as quite possibly the most haunted road in the United States. So take a look, and then we'll be heading to our next destination on Archer Avenue, eventually getting to Resurrection Cemetery, where the ghost of Resurrection Mary is known to manifest itself and ask for rides from people driving by. Here it is, take a look. I remember this coming to this lake when I was a lot younger, to this parking spot, a very popular spot for teenagers to come, overlooking this lake. We are entering Willow Springs, the sort of the hotbed of the haunted area of Archer Avenue. There's two places I do want to show you. There is a coffee shop, which is haunted, and I'm not sure where they are yet, but they've got to be around here shortly. Here it is, the Irish Legend. This is a haunted bar. Al Capone used to have this as a hangout. I'm going to show it to you. Al Capone used this as a hangout back in the day. Here we go. This is the Irish Legend. This bar, many years ago, Al Capone and his mobsters would like to hang out here. Whoa, it scared me up on the top there for a second. This area is haunted, and this particular bar is known to have many spirits. A lot of bad things happened here. Apparently somebody was shoved down the stairs. A bartender was shoved down the stairs and killed here, and his ghost remains. Also, the ghost of a prostitute is supposed to haunt these halls in this bar here, the Irish Legend. Going back to the times in early Chicago with the Prohibition and Al Capone. But this is one of his locations. Allegedly there was tunnels underneath going through that hill where his mobsters could escape. And this is also right across the street from another place, the Willowbrook Banquet Hall. The Willowbrook Banquet Hall, I'll pull in. Whoa, looks like it's all abandoned now. This is the location, the Willowbrook Banquet Hall, where the ghost Resurrection Mary was at her party dancing the night away. And the story is, here you can see it, it's all abandoned. Maybe we should take a look inside. But this is it. This is where Resurrection Mary was, and dancing the night away at this party. And she got into an argument with her boyfriend and walked home, or was heading home through Archer Avenue, which we just saw with all the heavy forest and was hit by a car. And to this day, she says she is over by Resurrection Cemetery down the street down Archer and asks for a ride here. People have told us that she gets in the car and she disappears while being transported here. The Willowbrook Ballroom. What's this up here? Let's take a look. This looks cool. Let's check this out. Old abandoned garage. But we're going to head down Archer Avenue a little further, and I'm going to show you Resurrection Cemetery. The location where people have allegedly picked up hitchhiking Resurrection Mary, and she disappears in the car on the way here. And also there's another haunted place. It's a coffee shop. The coffee shop is called the Ashbury Coffee House, and I'm not sure where it is, but it's got to be around here because Willow Springs isn't all that big, so I'm sure it's down the road this way. Okay, rolling out. Here we go. Once I see the coffee shop, I will click back on. Oh, I think there's some cool stuff up here I want to show you. Before we head I want to head up this hill, because this is really cool. I think you can go up here and see it's a... Alright. Alright, here we go. Head up this way. This is right off of Archer Avenue. A lot of other stories about this area. People have been known to call this area Devil's Woods. Apparently it was a popular place for some sort of black magic, Satanist rituals, not based on actual real Satanism, but people doing crazy stuff, animal sacrifice, and that their own interpretations, and people practicing pretty messed up stuff. But this area, it's also known as Devil's Woods, this location. So I just want to take a quick ride through here and show this to you. A lot of crazy stuff has happened in this particular area as well. So Devil's Woods. And we'll head back down to Archer Avenue and see if we can go by that coffee shop. The story behind the coffee shop is I believe it was a mother and her young daughter were living there. It used to be a store, and caught on fire. Apparently they both perished in the fire. It was later, the location was later rebuilt. This happened in 1883 that happened, and the location was rebuilt, and now it is a coffee shop. But apparently it's haunted. People who work there have been known to say that things fly off the shelves and other strange activities, but things flying off the shelves, coldness, noises, voices, that type of thing. And that's located in the Ashbury Coffee House. So I'm sure it's got to be local. We'll hit it. We'll catch it as soon as I drive by. It cannot be that far because, like again, Willow Springs is not that big of a town. So I would assume it's got to be inside a mile from here. Archer Avenue. If you're watching this and you're interested in more stories or information about Archer Avenue, I'm sure just Google it, and there's got to be a lot of information on Archer Avenue on the internet, especially Monk's Castle, and definitely Resurrection Mary of Resurrection Cemetery. Actually, Resurrection Cemetery is in the town of Summit, which is right down the street from here. Cool little thing I want to show you real quick anyway. There's a cool banquet hall here. Let me show it to you. It looks like a castle. Oh, look at this tarot card, psychic readings. Awesome. Look at this cool banquet hall. It looks like a castle. And the inside looks like a castle too. It's got like knights and tapestries and that type of thing. Alright. Here's Resurrection Cemetery. The location where Resurrection Mary is known to appear. Resurrection Cemetery. Here it is. Resurrection Cemetery, where the ghost comes out at night and looks for rides. Take a quick ride through it. This is it. That's Archer Avenue over there, where she stands. This area is has a very large Polish population. We're actually in the town of Justice. I thought it was Summit, but it's right on the outskirts of Summit. It's the town of Justice. That's where Resurrection Cemetery is. We're going to head back on Archer Avenue, but this is the location right here where the ghost is said to appear, right here at the entrance. Get just a shot going across the fence where people have been known to see the ghost. A lot of stories. Allegedly one where somebody saw the ghost and she was holding onto the fence, and the fence actually burned with human handprints on there. So get a good shot of it. For all of those of you who don't live in this area and are interested in paranormal research, this is a hotbed for paranormal research, this whole strip. It really stinks bad around here. There's a sewage treatment. It stinks real bad around here. There's a sewage treatment facility that's not far from here, so the whole area kind of stinks. Perhaps you get used to it living here. It's not a bad area. There's a nice Greek Orthodox church. And I'll click back on once we see that coffee house. Found the coffee house, coming right up here. This is the Asbury Coffee House. Going to be pulling up here on the right. And this is another haunted location again. Mother and daughter killed in a fire. It was a general store. It was rebuilt into a coffee shop, and yet it is haunted to this day. They say they believe they're friendly ghosts. They're mischievous, but nothing evil. So we'll pull in a second, but this is the Ashbury Coffee House. I'll show it to you here in Willow Springs. It's right here. It was actually right next to the castle. I missed it. The castle banquet hall. Here it is. Haunted Coffee House, Ashbury. Haunted Coffee House. You can Google that as well, the Ashbury Coffee House, and see what other information is regarding that. But there it is. James, Midwest Monster, this Midwest Monster Search, and now Midwest Monster and Paranormal Search. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.